All right, David, thank you so much for being on the show this morning. You're on West Coast time, or where you at?
I'm in Greenwich Meridian time. I'm in London.
You're in London right now. Nice.
I'm in London.
Oh, well, and for you to take time out with us from London, that is awesome. Thank you for that.
That's it. I'm having high tea with the Queen in a few minutes.
I hear that. Okay. All right. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but for those of us listening right now, tuned in D.C., Maryland, Virginia, we have David E. Talbert on the line. Almost Christmas, one of my favorites. Baggage Claim, his upcoming Netflix holiday musical, Jingle Jangle, and The Search to cast a young African-American girl, 9 to 13. I said I got to give him a call, and I need him to tell us how we could get a job. David, good morning, and tell us a little bit about this this big call, this big search.
Well, we're looking for some black girl magic here, age 9 through 13. The movie that I'm doing next is Netflix first ever live action musical that John Legend is producing with me and writing songs, and Forrest Whitaker is starring. And we're looking for a young girl to launch her career, some special, magical, talented young black girl to star opposite him in this musical, and we're shooting it over here in London. So all we're looking for someone is to send a clip of them singing and to jinglejanglecasting@gmail.com, and it could launch somebody's career.
Wow, I love this, David. I love that you're doing this. Let me ask, though, why this approach versus, the typical, like, casting calls where people are out in L.A. or in certain areas, Atlanta maybe, where they just kind of come before directors and producers and do a screening. Why this route?
Well, it was important for me to get someone that was a natural and felt kind of, real. Sometimes you could get the overtrained kids and, all that stuff. But I wanted somebody that felt natural and real. And, I do a lot of acting workshops when I tour across the country in between projects, and I'm always looking for new talent. So, it's in our community, as you know, there's so much talent, and there's not so many opportunities for somebody to come in and give them a shot. So, I always like to be that dude to give somebody else a shot like somebody gave me one.
No, absolutely. I mean, you're seeing more and more stories of just that raw talent. I was watching this one movie, White Boy Rick, and I believe they said they found the kid in Baltimore. Mm-hmm. He was like, I think he had just got kicked out of class, and the main character who plays Rick was just this kid from Baltimore. He had no training, and he did an incredible job. So I think you're absolutely right about just some of those naturals that are out there, that untapped talent that can really shine on the screen. So I think this is a great opportunity for so many people. So again, one more time, David Talbert, tell us about this search and how we can submit these young people, these young girls, 9 to 13.
Well, it's I'm looking for just a short clip of them singing, because it's a musical, so they have to really be able to sing, not sing, sang. You know what I'm talking about. And 9 to 13, they will submit the singing clip to jinglejanglecasting@gmail.com. And it's an opportunity for them to star opposite Forrest Whitaker in a big Netflix musical. It comes out next holiday season. We're shooting over here in London, so they'll be, living over here while we're shooting the movie. They have to be available sometime between March and
August, I believe. Yep. Mm-hmm. Hey, David, I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, big. From there, I had to stop into my folks, D.C. and Maryland, DMV, and see what talent is out there.
Hey, we appreciate that. You're making us proud. 100%, and it's just so good to see someone like you just kind of rise and grow, and then to use your platform to give more opportunities to others. That's a big deal. And I also want to ask you too, David, while I have you on the line, for all the creators out there, we're seeing now more than ever a need from these major platforms like Netflix, Hulu, etc., for content creators. So to all the content creators out there, all the aspiring writers or directors or producers or camera folks out here, what do you see about this landscape now, being able to create a holiday musical for Netflix the way you're doing, and just all the other opportunities to create and have your stuff put on all these platforms? What from your perspective would you say to that aspiring person or that content creator writer right now that may be, putting their stuff on YouTube or trying to get out there, trying to connect with the Netflixes of the world?
I'd say the only limitations that exist are the ones that you put on yourself. And that's where I've been my whole career. I was, whoever's listening out there, I was a kid listening to the radio when I was growing up. I was listening to and looking for these opportunities, and, went to Morgan State. I never took a formal class in writing or directing. But, it's a God-given gift. It's something that I worked hard on and honed in now almost 30 years of writing plays and novels and film. I mean, here we are. So the only limitations that exist are the ones that you put on yourself.
So no limits, just sky is the limit. Just create, just do your thing.
Yeah, and you have to put stuff out there in the universe. You can't, a lot of people say, I got an idea and I got this, something I've been thinking about doing. Well, you got to get it out of your head and you got to put it out into the universe, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know how it's going to be received. You never know what roads or doors it's going to open for you. So, we are human beings, but we should be human doing. And so we should just be not just being it, but doing it, and taking every opportunity to put what's in your heart, your soul, your mind, your thoughts, put it on paper, put it in a song, put it on a canvas, but put it out in the universe and let it do what it's supposed to do. Let it reach who it's supposed to reach. And you never know the opportunities that exist out there for you.
There it is, David E. Talbert. Thank you so much again, man. And to all our ages 9 through 13, young black girls, get those videos in and sing, okay? And then just give us a shout out over here at the Angie Ange Morning Show, okay?
Hey, Angie, thanks so much, and keep doing your thing, and thanks for all the support all these years with my work. So I appreciate it.
Absolutely. When next time you home, just come on up and let us give you the A-class treatment, okay?
I'm there. All
right, Dave, have a good one.
All right, sis.
All right, bye.
You know when this feeling right.